Okay, so let's start the backtesting session for 2024, 2 October. What am I looking here going into the day? So, so going into the day, first try to understand how the overall everything is looking like. Okay, so overall everything is looking like so. Seems like we are sweeping some liquidities down here, some levels. We're into some form of level, which is seems like uh, daily low down here. Okay, which seems like a daily low. Now, one major thing that I'll do coming into the day is so going into the day. So first thing first, I'll do is understand the previous day high and a previous day low. Okay, so just try to understand this. Okay, previous day high and previous day low. So um, now why is that? Because the daily candle need to expand in some way. Okay, that's why. So all I'm gonna do is pretty okay, so I'm gonna understand previous day high, previous day low. And going into the day, one more thing that I'll understand, which is what is the midnight opening price. Okay, we start the day here. For today, what is the midnight opening price? Okay, this is like 11 9:30 would be the midnight opening price here. 9:30 is the midnight opening price. I guess this one. Okay, so this is the candle, that's the midnight opening price. Okay, just gonna make it dash and gonna make it color white. So what am I getting through this one? Okay, so starting the day, I can see that starting the day I'm seeing we're sweeping a daily low, and we're gonna go into the hourly time frame. I'm gonna check out what the heck is going on here. Okay, so 12:30 about to open right now. Okay, and what am I seeing here is kinda nice that we might have some SMTs. We don't have any SMTs either. Do have a liquidity sweep here. Okay, and this is the 10:30 12:30 opening here. So what's gonna happen here is sweep this, and we have this high up here that needs to be broken in order to displace higher. Right now am I seeing that we have all this low resistance liquidity down here, also got a relative equal high up here, which seems like a very nice target going into the day. Now we had a small fair value gap that is kind of getting ran through. So if this gonna get ran through and we displace higher, we have a very high chance of going higher. And this is also looking like a CRT candle range. Okay, but I need to understand the overall perspective. Okay, so yeah, this one looks good. As you can see, swept internal close within the previous candle range, and this candle expands. Okay, and everything, but we were not able to go for that high up here, which was pretty much that high that needs to be broken for considering a displacement to the upside, right? So this is that MSS high up here. Okay, like if I want to see from this daily fair value gap, daily low sweep, and we want to see price displace higher, this is where I would like to see price breaks, and these are low resistance liquidity going into the day. So how am I guessing things out? We are below midnight opening price. We are breaking through this 1 hour small fair value gap, which is very highly reactive. And then what could be the next possible drawn liquidity? Obviously, there's highs up here, and most probably I would like to see price rebalance above the midnight opening price, right? So that's pretty much looks good because the internal also has been swept down here. So let's see how things works out. Okay, so going to the 15-minute time frame, we still a little bit away from here. This is the 12:30 opening. This is the 12:30 opening there, uh, and that's it. So what we have done here is we have displaced above, and we came to use it as an inverse. We came to use it as an inverse. If you look at this, 15-minute, we came back before the price opens. We came to use it as an inverse and kind of going higher. So 1 hour has closed or what? That's your new 1 hour candle. Okay, doesn't seems like it came back though, right? 15 minutes showing it came, and seems like it came. What the heck? Maybe yeah, maybe that's the reason. Yeah, expands. So uh, this candle came all the way down here and then this plus high. So mostly what I can look to see into the 5 minute time frame is a little bit of chop around this level. Okay, which means there's something price would like to do, and I'm seeing equal low. So my first thing going into the day, I would like to see that uh, as price opens up, we first take this lows down because I don't want to see any liquidity get built up below us. Okay, so I would like to see this both get taken first. Let's see how it looks like here. I don't want to see this happen, so let's see what happens. So we came back, we took it as price open T35, we sweep it. We sweep the equal lows down here inside the level. 1 hour opens up. So as you can see, 1 hour open. I would like to see price comes lower, sweep, and displace higher. Now I don't want to see that this candle close inside this 1 hour fair value gap, because that would only mean that there's a high chance of respecting this one, like it's closing back inside the level of this 1 hour fair value gap. I would like to be displaced away from it right now. Okay, so in the 5 minute we are sweeping that, if you look at, and 1 hour, and this time we seems like we're also having some divergence into the price. If you go to a 1 minute time frame, it's much clearer down there. See, we are having these high divergences. That's good. Now I would like to see price do a little bit of displacement. Okay, let's see what happens. Sweep this one, and 5 minute, 2 minute, seems like this is all like an accumulation here. Sweep. Now I would like to see some uh nice displacement. Should I go to the 30-second or something? Because I'm already seeing there's another uh, divergence going against us. If you look this look closely, that I would like to see price to go up here. This one's already expanding. This one's having a divergence this way, having a divergence this way. So there is multi-divergence against us, which is confirming there's a high likely chance of starting of a sweep, starting of a chop. So I don't want to get inside this chop, so I'll just sit down and watch what happens. Now seems like there is no divergence there. But whatever that is going on here doesn't looks pretty good to me. Right now, do have some displacement. Don't have much any. First of all, we didn't tap into our target yet, and we are coming back lower. Okay, so right now I can look to see some thing happen. Okay, so this is when I can look to see that we don't have any divergence right now. We have that divergence here. I'd like to see how this fair value gap get respected here. Okay, what did you do around this level? Started chopping. Okay, this doesn't looks pretty good to me though. I'll go to a 30-second time frame. Gotta go to a 30-second time frame, right? So let's go into the 30-second time frame. 5 minute. October 2, right? Yeah. So October 2, that's Wednesday. Which time frame candle? 10 12:40. 12:40. 5 a.m. around this time, right? Ugh, holy shit. Man, fuck off. Ugh. Okay, so let's check it out. That was 12:40 candle, right? That's the sweep, and and that's our fair value gap just over there. Okay, that's our fair value gap just over there. Let's head back to the 30-second time frame and see what happens. So here we are right now. There's no upper divergence against us, but okay, now there is some external divergence going on into the day. We are having this divergence, see, external divergence, like these lows got swept in the GBP. The euro doesn't seems to be taking that. Let's see what happens. Okay, still would like to see this one get taken. As I said, that even though there is external, I would like to see external as a context only, but not a model. This doesn't looks pretty good. Just created a equal low down here, no internal sweep or anything. Kind of displays higher. Would like to go to a higher time frame. Check out what we got here. Okay, got a tiny little fucking shit fair value gap here again against us. See, this tiny little one. I really kind of like these guys. They're like so fucking reactive. So we are now into this range. So I'll just sit down and watch what happens. We're having a divergence which is external as in confluence. Okay, now this doesn't looks pretty good to me though. Let's see when the 5 minute will open up. 5 minute might have opened up here. What the fuck ever is going on? I don't like that shit. So there we have a divergence, which is this. Have this displacement to the upside. Now it's kind of a little bit of okay, since it's starting, what the fuck ever is going on here doesn't looks pretty good to me. So what am I gonna do here is I'm not gonna waste a single time to go and understand what the hell. So going into the day, whatever is going on here doesn't seems pretty good to me. So what am I gonna do here? Just gonna mark the high of the consolidation, mark the low of the consolidation, which is already this low. Okay, we sweep because whenever there's a bullshit consolidation going on like this, I don't wanna before the major opening session, I don't wanna see bullshit happen like this. Okay. Kind of. I wanna see bullshit happen like this. Whatever. So for a major session, so if we had tried to take out anything out of this level on a lower time frame understanding, that would be a proper massacre. So all I just want to see this consolidation high or low, and let's just see what happens. So okay, so as you can see, we end up doing all of this bullshit, and then we finally, around after like 130, we end up displacing higher. Okay, as you can see, after 130 we end up displacing higher. So and then we just expanded. All of this time we just have been doing bullshit. And if you ask me, like, it try to understand on a 30-second perspective what the fuck is going on here. You see this divergence is gonna take it, and then in the next moment you're gonna see you getting fucked up. Okay, and if you haven't taken, there's most likely chance that you would go get out at break evens or something, right? Now on the basis of what the fuck you gonna take this trade anyway, right? So I don't want to be this in mess. So pretty much 2 was, if I come into the 12:30, 2 p.m. is the moment I get the fuck off. Right now we're pretty close. Just swap the day specific highs from there. There's a lot needs to happen now. Within 5 minutes nothing gonna happen, so I'm just gonna call it a day for the London session. Okay, so let's go to the New York AM session and see what we can find out. And this is exactly what has been going on in the current session as well of live market. So this is what you can learn from this. Like, it's more like an yearly candle expansion. Like a yearly candle expands and does the same thing as a 1 minute candle does. It opens up, it do some consolidation, it makes that low, then it goes up higher. This is when it expands. This is when you're gonna see months, June, July, you know like after February, March, April, May, June, July. These are the time when you're gonna see that yearly candle expands either to the upside or the downside. After like August, September, from there it's kind of started getting slow down, started chopping. Right now, what the fuck is going on with the market? From the August, we just started like really bullshitting, just staying in the same range. So this is exactly what's happened. So it's the time for, it's the time for the yearly candle. So yearly candle opens January, February, maybe we have that, then we made that low, maybe then we expand it. So most likely you're gonna see this is the low that got put in, and now you're gonna see that price is kind of doing some jackass things like here. So it's kind of made that high. Now it's kind of chopping here, and I'm gonna see a little bit expansion to the downside, that for that open, low, high, and then close. So this is the time where price has made that high. Now price is consolidating around that high. Now price gonna expand. So like around like November, December, you're gonna see a little bit expansion to downside. Okay, so maybe this is exactly how way the yearly candle expands. And if you go that, if you look at that, like 2023, 2024, 2022, you're gonna see that at some point of after August, it started a little bit of ranging, right? So in this time, you're gonna see major sessions like this. Most likely do bullshit like this. Like this is literally the open of the London session. This is the literally the March of Tokyo session and London session. So and this is what exactly end up happening. It's a pure accumulation. Okay, it's a pure accumulation, and then we had this displacement to the upside. So I don't want to see any entry here. Most likely none of our targets would be hit. Most have a very high chance of a break even, although it has a much more higher chance of getting stopped out. So I, I don't want to take any bullshit decision around this time, right? And then expands after, I don't know, end time. So without saying anything, I just call it a day, right? The 15-minute time frame, let's go for 7 p.m. 9:30 open. If it does not, then I have nothing to say. So first, see if there is any news or not. What's the... What the fuck is... Acha. 2 October, right? 5:45 ADP employment change and nothing else, so seems like a good day. So let's go to like 1 hour now, 15-minute time frame. So as you can see, this is not a good We're just literally, uh, this is a very bad, like when price is already doing this kind of thing, this is looking bad because you're quite staying just within the range of the midnight opening price. You can see it going up, going down, going up, going down. So it's already like around that level. It's just chopping. Either we haven't taken out the previous daily low, either we haven't taken out the previous daily high. We are nowhere near taking the high, and we are not nowhere near taking low. Now, the best opportunities will come if we see that we're sweeping a previous daily low and then reversing, or we are maybe breaking through the previous daily low. So that would be a very high chance of things working out, like high probability, because that's either showing expansion to the downside or an expansion, or maybe expansion sweep and then after that expansion, right? So right now, what am I seeing here? Right now, going into the day, looking at the 1 hour time frame, looking at the 30 minutes, 15 minutes. So 15-minute looks pretty good. Here we finally created that sweep. We have this plus higher from the this plus lower, created this fair value gap, waiting for that as well. Sweeping this lows pretty close towards the previous daily low and this 4 hour liquidity. So my 4 hour level. So my idea would be that we have a very high chance maybe expanding towards the previous daily low. So right now, what am I gonna do then? Right now, then I'm just following the plan. I just go to a 15 minute, check it out again. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. What you're seeing here, how things are going anyway. 9:30, just about to open. Have any divergences on the way. Okay, like literally we're having external divergence, and then we just display slower. Let's look at the 5 minute time frame. This is the time exactly. I would like to see this five, because I would like to see how things play around this 5 minute time frame. Okay, like 1 minute, we have an external divergence. We don't have any internal divergence, so there is a big chance for us to come back and sweep this one again. The way price action is looking doesn't look good to me though. Okay, so what the fuck, bro? Oh, sorry, man. So, anyways, 15 minutes just went by anyway. So, 5 minutes we actually end up breaking through this one. That external divergence end up holding as a confluence. We display through this 5 minute fair value gap, and like coming back into this 5 minute inverse fair value gap though. Now, I would definitely not like to take any trade because I kinda don't like. I like I would like to see how price respect this one rather than you know directly taking it on the way. Although it's giving me a 2 hour trade, but definitely would like to see how price respect this one first. There's a chance that this one can respect anyway. So this is 7. Okay, this is like 7, 7, 7, oh, 7, 7. So 7, 7, 7. So after that, just go to the 5 minute time frame. So another one. So 5 minute time frame here. So you're gonna see that this one's getting ran through. There you go. And then that's the displacement. All I just want to see price go back, use it as an inverse, and because this one's kinda having no internal sweep and everything, backing by a divergence. So I just want to be a little bit cautious. So kinda doesn't look pretty good to me though. I can look to see how does it work, so that's why I just want to see how this one get respected first. Okay. Target is the daily low down there. So what are we doing right now? Sweeping these highs, uh, forming an external divergence. Not yet though, until and unless there is a level got broken. So now I don't consider this one as an internal sweep because we don't have any low that needs to be broken. Right now I can consider this one as an internal sweep there. And finally end up displacing lower. Stop would be above that high, so maybe this would have a high chance of working out. Internal sweep, that's the displacement there. uh, there is a there is no divergence. There is a divergence absolutely, which is our kind of external divergence as in confluence. Looking at the 1 minute time frame for a bit, the reason is, yeah, this big time frame fair value gap is getting ran through. So let's go to the 1 minute. So I'd like to see us come back into this level. I don't want to see us take this one. So yeah, so this is the time when I would like to take a trade back into this level, put my stop above that high. So sell it there, put your stop above that high, and TP it with that. I would not like to see there's a divergence going on. So pretty much uh, I would like to go break even in this trade by now, and would like to see oh god, oh my god. Ah. So initially you ask me, this is a 3 minute that's got ran through. I just wanted to see there is no divergence come against us around this level. If there was a divergence get formed, I'd like to see how this 3 minute fair value gap get respected. So this would be my entry there. That will stop. Okay, and check out a volume profile there above that high there. That's my stop there. Okay, above that high volume zone up there. So that's my stop. And what I'm gonna do is, this would be my first TP. Okay. So what am I seeing here is divergence going on. Okay. So as you can say that we displaced back in, we kind of went back. We had the displacement. Now, as I'm having that, and so this the divergence here, as we went here and we went all the way up there, that shows the divergence with us, which is a very high chance and high probability of telling me that this one has a very high chance of working out. But if we had a divergence when we are going up there, the very thing I would do is to check how we are respecting and disrespecting this level. If there is no divergence, that's fine. So as you can see right now, we are having divergence. Seems like we are not retracing all the way down. So what I'll do, I'll take 90% out of this position, okay, and stop at proper break even. I would take out 90% out of this position, and I would like to check out the daily low down here, which is a 4 hour time frame low, I guess, which is 10,460. 10,460. 60 means, wait, 60 means my daily level has, wait a second. Oh, my daily level has been hit. Okay, my daily level has been hit, so that's my stop there. So that's my trade done. Okay, so actually this is what I would target. Okay, so this is where the 3 minute time frame comes in. So I took the trade around this level. Stop was above that high, just a little bit below, above that high volume zone, and the TP would be there. So that's your 2.55 hour trade there. Okay, towards the previous daily low, and we are already forming a divergence. So I'd close this trade. How am I gonna close this trade? There you go, TP hit. Right. So there you go, TP hit there. So that's a very nice trade there. So what has been going on with me lately was that uh, uh, I would there would be a divergence here, and I will still take this trade, and price will just go push to the upside a little bit more to do some more another sweep, maybe a little bit more higher, and then took some do some here and there, and then come all the way I want. So this is what I've been doing. So my idea is, when am I taking the trade? When we're actually retracing back in, like when this 3 minute got ran through and it created this inverse fair value gap, and against the inverse fair value gap we have this BPR, right? This BPR. Shit, man. We have the BPR. So what I will do is, we have the BPR. What I will do is, I would like to take there's that price taken retracement back inside this level, right? So when you're retracing back inside the level, when you're about to take the trade, you want to see that retracement come. I don't want to see there is any divergence at that moment. Okay, I don't want to see there is divergence going on. If there's a high chance that we might now there's the two reasons that this divergence can form due to just we want to retrace back in, or we might want to do another manipulation as well. So certainty is 50-50. So in this 50-50 perspective, what seems like a better things to do? Sit down and watch how the levels get respected, disrespected, rather than taking any risk, right? Why I would try to lose 50, let's say if my risk like is 1%, why I would like to try to risk on a 50-50 basis, right? So I would like to wait to see how the price get respected around that level, and then I would like to take the trade, right? That seems far better to me. So as there is no divergence, this is the main key reason that I take this BPR trade. If there was, I wouldn't. I would had. I will definitely wait here. Okay, and look how the daily low helped me a lot to understand and get more comfortable with the targeting process, and understand there's a high probability of at least going for the daily low. Like if the daily candle expands and another day, it's a very high chance of at least we're going for the daily low, or at least we're going for the daily high, right? So that's a thing that needs to happen. That's happening every single day. So those highs and lows are very high targets, because they has to have get made. If we're gonna sweep it, we're gonna sweep it. If we're gonna break it, we're gonna break it, but we are going for at least one of them. Either the high or either the low. In this case, the low. So yeah. Oh my god. So what ended up happening here is we also end up forming a divergence, and then expand lower. So this is the time when it was a very high likely chance of happening, right? The moment we hit this one, still not hit that one, my stops goes break even. And there's one and only target that we have, and that gave us around like 2.55 hour trade, right? Which seems to be pretty good. So let's go and journal this trade anyway. One more thing that I would like to see. I really don't need to see this right now. Oh, there is exceptional volume as we break through. This is the candle that actually finally closed, and look at the amount of volume that we have, right? So this is also a very good thing. Like this is, I'd like to see this volume come in, right? as you're breaking through, which is a nice thing as well. And it will happen when every key level and key things are mating with each other. This will happen anyway. The candle that broke. Okay, this is the candle that broke that final fair value gap. Seems fair to me. There was no divergence here. An external divergence. So let's go and journal this trade, and pretty much this is 7:45 8. So the trade there. That's 2nd October there. Okay. Fuck is going on? Which trade is this? 161. So I took an entry method of 3-minute BPR on IFBG, whatever you want to say, FBG, which was a BPR. BPR. Okay. Let's see. This FBG was a BPR. Checklist wise, we had some model, we had SMT and volume check. Volume check meaning you have to, as you're breaking, as we had this SMT, and we had internal sweep and everything. There was internal sweep as well, so MSS as well. Then I would like to see this 3-minute get ran through, come back into this BPR and then displaced lower, came back into this BPR and displaced. This one used that as a confluence. Okay, SMT was used as in confluence. And you displace lower, right? Exactly. So I'm just gonna say SMT was external, was a context of, and there was your USD. Session was New York AM. Trade was this one. Volume profile and everything. So put stop at HVN, above HVN. Above HVN means this one. Okay, if we go to like a 30-second, 1-minute time frame, so this is how it looks like. Entered there. So that's your high volume zone. So without going, you know that if this high volume zone get breakthrough, most likely you're gonna, from this low volume zone, you're gonna go displace high. So instead of putting your stop all the way up here, which is become a 2R, you put a stop up above this high volume zone. 2.5 trade. Okay, you see we went just back into this high volume zone, and from there we have displaced lower, right? Anyway, so my idea is to use the volume profile just like this. Okay. So win trade there, and everything looks fine. So pretty well. So I don't feel pretty good today. So that's it for the backtesting session for now on today. We'll start backtesting the October. So we will start backtesting October 3. Just came 45 minutes, still have like 8:30 all this time left. So whatever. So let's just call it a day and like feel pretty good. So that's it for the uh, backtesting session.